Yep, 2053. For sure. It's been a while since we've been here. Elizabeth, hello? Is it just me, or does that look like the same? No, never mind. It is not. Oh. Oh. What are these photos? Oh. Wait, who? Oh, that's the mom. But who does that look like? Who does that look like? Who does that look like? I'm like looking at this mom, like, who? What other actress does she look like?
Alles ist miteinander verbunden.
Ja.
Ich konnte ihr nicht sagen, wer ihre Mutter ist. Genauso wenig, wie ich dir sagen kann, was deine Bestimmung ist und was ich heute tun muss. Mein älteres Ich. Er wollte mir etwas sagen, aber er konnte nicht.
Wait, your older you wanted to tell you something?
Wenn du wissen würdest, was ich jetzt weiß, dann würdest du nicht mehr tun, was du tun musst, damit ich zu diesem Augenblick gelange. Wir sind nicht frei in dem, was wir tun, weil wir nicht frei sind in dem, was wir wollen.
Magnus and my guest Franziska.
Es ist alles vorbereitet. Du musst jetzt gehen.
Such good casting, I can't. I am so excited for season 3. It is crazy. I just feel like there's still so many gaps. Anyway. Oh, in between last episode and this one, I checked the Dark Companion site because it had been a while since I browsed that. It had been a number of episodes. Was reminded that we still don't know Helga's real father. There's a big blank portrait next to his mother. We have two men. We have Hannah's dad and we have Katharina's dad, I think. And they're in the family tree, but we have only seen each of those men like one time. And so my question is, how the fuck, or why the fuck, do they have a name and a portrait on the family tree when we have only seen them once? So anyway, just made me think a little bit. Day of the Apocalypse. I feel like this episode is going to be fucking crazy because of this.
Aber du hast gesagt, wir können eine kleine Komponente in der Gleichung ändern, dass ich beim nächsten Mal Erfolg haben werde. Dein Vater wird nicht sterben.
Die großen Dinge und die kleinen Dinge folgen nicht den gleichen Gesetzmäßigkeiten. Es lässt sich vielleicht nicht zum Großen ändern.
He's very Stranger-esque right now.
Wir ändern ein Sandkorn. Und damit die ganze Welt. Wie war Oma so?
Sie ist nicht tot, weißt du. Sie war hier letzten Herbst. Sie hat etwas hier gelassen.
He's only giving this to her now?
Sie hat gesagt, es tut ihr leid. Und wenn sie die Zeit zurückdrehen könnte, dann würde sie vieles anders machen.
She did say that.
Ich komme zurück. Versprochen.
Why do I feel like that won't be the case? Well, he doesn't have the machine anymore, but Noah can still come here, we think. Oh, we're getting another meeting.
Wissen Sie, was das hier ist? Ein Durchsuchungsbefehl für das Kernkraftwerk. Vielleicht kann ich nicht beweisen, dass Sie meinen Bruder umgebracht haben. Aber ich krieg Sie für das, was hier passiert.
Du musst mich hier rauslassen.
Das geht nicht. Vielleicht ist es gut, dass jetzt endlich alles rauskommt.
Du musst mit mir kommen, bitte. Alles fängt wieder von vorne an. Die Zukunft fängt an. Ich hab dich einmal sterben sehen. Lass es kein zweites Mal zu.
Oh God, Jonas.
Ich hab dir versprochen, dass ich's wieder gut mache. Und ich mach's wieder gut.
Oh my God, now we're counting down to hours. Bruh. Well, we know that Magnus lives at least. How, I don't know yet. But he still has the machine. Or no, his mom has it.
Wo ist der Schlüsselapparat?
Meine Mutter hat ihn.
That face.
Das ist alles meine Schuld. Warum hat Noah mir nicht gesagt, was
That
ich
is
damit
an
machen
interesting conversation about like how much
Wozu
has
erzählt er mir das?
Bartage set in place because he like they caught him and took the machine from him and then made him show them.
Vielleicht hast du genau das
Anyway.
gemacht, was du tun solltest.
Yeah. Exactly.
Zeigt, wer funktioniert.
Yeah.
Vielleicht war das deine einzige Aufgabe.
Yeah. Maybe it was. Mm-hmm.
Jetzt nur hin. Nur den verfickten Apparat finden.
But yeah, that older woman with him has to be Franziska. These two have been together many episodes now. Oh, now you're here? Oh boy. I feel like she's gonna snoop in his bag. I really love this bedroom, I won't lie. It's a nice bedroom. Bed just needs to be a little bigger. That's all. Oh boy.
Wir öffnen sie wieder.
Aber du hast gesagt, du willst sie schließen.
Ich habe lange gebraucht, zu akzeptieren, dass ich Teil der Katastrophe sein muss, die ich eigentlich verhindern wollte. Die letzten 12 Monate. Du hast mir alles beigebracht. Über die Zukunft und die Vergangenheit. Da draußen gibt es 2 Seiten.
Yep.
Adam und Sigmundus wollen eine neue Welt erschaffen. Du und ich, wir wollen diese retten.
Oh, okay.
Wer ist Adam?
Me. Okay, so Adam wants to create a new world, but they want to save the existing one. That's gotta mean we're getting a parallel universe situation, because that was mentioned at some point earlier in this season too, talking about Adam said it, didn't he? It was when Adam and Jonas were talking, Adam said something that kind of alluded to, or no, well, sorry, there was Adam and Jonas, but no, older Claudia said, so yeah, we gotta be getting a split fucking shit. Oh my god. That's gonna add even more confusion.
Bitte nicht, Martha. Bitte.
Warum machst du das?
Okay, so if he is successful at not having Martha die, is that when the new world gets created? Because he comes from a future where she's dead.
Stimmt das?
So is this decision? And then does that make him become Adam?
Du hast mich am Leben gehalten. Ich bin nur hier wegen dir. Jonas kommt zurück.
Jonas kommt zurück.
Versprich mir, dass du diesen Bunker nicht verlässt. Egal, was passiert. Es tut mir leid.
And feel that desperation in him.
Und einen Durchsuchungsbefehl für das AKW erwirkt. Er ist schon unterwegs. Charlotte? Ich muss dir was sagen.
Ja?
Auf dem AKW-Gelände. Alexander hat da was einbetoniert. Radioaktiven Müll. Und ich habe ihm dabei geholfen.
Okay, we know about that.
Das löst es aus.
Was?
Das hängt alles zusammen. Er hat gesagt, das alles hat etwas mit dem AKW zu tun. Jonas wusste das.
Du hast Jonas gefunden?
Nein, er ist zurückgereist aus der Zukunft. Wir müssen los.
It's funny because she says it so confidently. He has to take a second to process that. That's hilarious. So Elizabeth must end up in the bunker then too, if the bunker is supposedly the only safe place. But it might not be.
Wir gehen jetzt. Ich weiß nicht mehr, was ich glauben soll. Aber Noah hat gesagt, nur die Leute im Bunker überleben.
Was ist hinter dieser Tür?
Das Abklingbecken des alten Reaktors.
Das möchte ich mir gerne ansehen.
Das kann man sich nicht einfach so anschauen. Reststrahlung.
Hence the suits. Is that his backpack? She about to see him grow up. Yep. Pressed flowers even. Oh. Just after high school grad.
Katharina,
Wie funktioniert diese Maschine? Wie kann ich Mikkel damit zurückholen?
es ist unmöglich.
Du willst gar nicht, dass er zurückkommt, weil es dich dann nicht mehr gibt.
Ich wünschte, es wäre so einfach.
Yeah, it's a lot more complicated than that.
Mikkel gehört hierher. Und du nicht. Dich dürfte es gar nicht geben.
Ich würde mein Leben jederzeit gegen seins eintauschen. Aber ich kann nicht sterben. weil meine Zukunft bereits existiert.
Ich habe versucht, den Ursprung zu verhindern. Es ist unmöglich, es geht nicht. Aber Adam ist der Endpunkt. Vielleicht kann ich nicht verhindern, zu dem zu werden, was er ist. Aber ich kann das, was aus mir geworden ist, stoppen.
Hence putting Martha in the bunker. But I'm still, there's a part of me that's so convinced that like that causes Adam's world or whatever. Or causes that version of Jonas to become Adam.
Ich weiß, dass du mich belogen hast.
Oh,
Du
this is gonna be,
wolltest sie nie.
this is gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun chat.
Wir können unserem Schicksal nicht entkommen.
I love his
Weder
voice.
du noch ich.
So good.
Du führst keinen Krieg gegen Gott. Du
Pages.
führst ihn gegen die Menschheit. Hier sind deine letzten Seiten. Du hast mich benutzt. Du hast mich all diese Dinge tun lassen. Aber ich weiß jetzt, was ich zu tun habe.
Claudia hatte recht. Du hast immer noch nicht verstanden, wie dieses Spiel gespielt wird. Die
Well,
Zeit
heck.
spielt ihr grausames Spiel mit uns. Du glaubst, es ist deine Bestimmung, mich zu töten.
Adam already knows this.
Wenn man bereit ist, das zu opfern, was einem das teuerste ist. Charlotte ist deine Tochter. Sie ist Elisabeths Tochter. Und ihre Mutter.
Wait. Oh. Oh God.
Keiner von ihnen hat einen Platz verdient in deinem Paradies.
He. Hello.
Agnes.
Yeah, hi.
Dieser Knoten lässt sich nur lösen, indem man ihn voll und ganz vernichtet. Wir können unserer Bestimmung nicht entkommen.
What year are we in? Oh, why am I sad about Noah? Damn. Okay, but also, what did he say? So Noah got with older Elizabeth, and older Elizabeth gave birth to Charlotte, who was then sent back. All right, did not realize the family trees would get this complicated. I really want to see that picture now again of the Noah with the baby, Charlotte, and the woman, because I couldn't make out who that was.
Was passiert hier? Das ist die Zeit. Wir verbinden Vergangenheit und Zukunft.
This looks dope, by the way. Yo. How many of us are going in here? You know what? It's been a while since this has happened, right? Oh yeah, the birds.
Das ist Jonas. Er hat die Passage wieder geöffnet.
Das Ding, durch das Mikkel durchgegangen ist.
If I was him, I'd be like, excuse me, that's mine.
Hey, warte. Hey, warte mal, du kannst da nicht raus! Weiter!
Well, never mind. Unless she changes her mind and ends up going back in. Because if Franziska is and Mark, like, those two have to end up.
Oben ist der Apparat nicht. Und Mama ist nicht da. Martha auch nicht.
Er hatte recht mit allem. Ich hab's euch gesagt. Jonas ist schuld an dieser ganzen Scheiße.
From a certain perspective, it definitely does look like Jonas is to blame for everything. Yep. He is very central to all of this.
Du musst ihn in den Bunker bringen, bei Helges Hütte. Du hast nicht mehr viel Zeit.
Und du?
It is crazy that older her told him all this, and then he has to teach
muss meine
younger
Mutter finden.
Claudia.
Und Martha.
Well, your mom is MIA. You will not find her. Martha, maybe. He may actually find her. Oh my god, 2 hours! This is so much time!
Mein Vater. Er ist mit Elisabeth im Bunker. Ich soll zu ihm kommen. Ich muss dahin.
Yep. Go with the Magnus, you have to.
Die Versiegelung auch des alten Reaktors ist einer der Schritte im Abbauprogramm.
Ich möchte, dass das hier abgebrochen wird.
Jetzt?
Jetzt.
Regina?
Trippy. Very trippy. Seeing your mom as she was in 87.
Bitte hab keine Angst. Ich bin's wirklich. Ich wollte nicht einfach so gehen. Aber du musst jetzt mit mir kommen.
Das tut mir so leid.
33 years since you last see your mom. Even if you didn't get along all that well, like, fuck, 33. Anyway, we would all cry. We would all become insanely emotional about it. Oh boy.
Du siehst anders aus.
Hat dich geschickt.
Ich habe mich immer gefragt, wann du zu ihm geworden bist.
Das werde ich nicht. Ich werde niemals das tun, was er getan hat.
But once you have to become him. One of you, because we kind of technically have two Jonases-ish
Bevor
at
du
the
mich
moment.
verrätst.
Or you betray me.
Warum bist du ihr gefolgt? Claudia, weil wir festhalten an der Erlösung, die uns versprochen wird.
This man does not blink, by the way.
Tötest du jegliche Hoffnung auf Erlösung. Er ist
You
der
can't kill
Erretter.
him because Agnes kills him.
Du bist der Erretter.
Was ist das?
Lies, er ist von Martha.
Martha from when? Read it out loud! Fuck!
Das ist nicht möglich.
Du musst sie retten. Bartosz, Magnus,
So it is Franziska.
später mich und Agnes. Dieser Kreislauf muss geschlossen werden, damit der nächste Zyklus beginnt. So wie es die Prophezeiung will. Und damit Martha leben kann.
Nein, das kann nicht sein.
Okay, maybe he's finding out about this Adam world in that letter, maybe. I really want to know what it said. But there's a reason they're not telling us yet. Season 3, baby. Oh, Katharina. Where is she going to end up? I'm fully confident she's going to end up in the Sigmundus tunnel. Oh. Yeah, that has to be Franziska. I'm fully convinced at this point. We haven't had confirmation, but it has to be. Especially with what Noah just listed off, the names. Him, Agnes, Bartosz, Martha, or not Martha, Agnes and Franziska. Okay, yep. This is from the intro also. Okay, so if Clausen's the one that technically causes this, then I really want to know who he is. Like, more into who he is.
Regina.
Damn, how many people are about to have in this bunker? About to have a whole party down here.
Du bist sie.
Yeah. Yep.
Du bist Claudia.
Yep. It must be trippy for her, because she has no idea who that is. She doesn't have the device to follow the signal, though. I just realized she doesn't have the beeper thing.
Mama?
Jonas?
Yo. Imagine seeing both older him and younger him within, like, 2 hours of each other. That is insane.
Du bist wirklich zurückgekommen.
Yes, and we need to get into the bunker.
Mercedes, warst du? Wir passen perfekt zusammen. Bleibt nie etwas anderes.
Here we go. I know the fact, like, listen, okay. I'm still for these two because if the whole Charlotte, Noah, Elizabeth thing with, like...
So schließt sich der Kreis.
This is... Oh, no.
Jonas, wer ist das?
That's me!
Sage ruhig, wer ich bin.
I'm just gonna hold that thought. I got most of it out anyway.
Ich habe dir gesagt, dass alle Spielsteine auf ihrer Position sind. Alles, was es braucht, ist ein kleiner Schubs.
Du hast mich belogen.
Yes, he did.
Der Auslöser sind wir alle. Jeder einzelne von uns.
True.
Warum willst du, dass die Zukunft wieder genauso passiert?
Weil das, was heute entsteht, der Anfang vom Ende ist.
The beginning of the end.
Serie. Sie muss entstehen, damit ich sie in der Zukunft zu ihrer neuen Bestimmung führen kann. Dem Ende dieser Welt.
The end of this world.
Ich bin der Auslöser dafür, dass du zu dem wirst, was ich heute bin.
Oh my god. So she has to die, but not in the apocalypse. Bruh.
Manchen
Wow.
Schmerz vergisst man nicht.
Wow. Wow.
Du wirst diesen hier dein Leben lang mit dir tragen. Bis du endlich bereit bist, loszulassen.
He's the one that draws the circle. Crazy. No wonder middle-aged Jonah got so freaking emotional
Du kannst
seeing
mich
her.
aufhalten.
No
Oder
wonder. No wonder
versuchen, sie
he
zu
like
retten.
wanted to be intimate with her, like touching her and stuff.
Du wirst wissen, was zu tun ist.
You'll know what to do. Oh, okay. Thanks, older me. You fuck. Oh, Martha. I'm so sad. Not enough to cry about it, weirdly, but the stuff that has made me cry in the show versus the stuff that I feel like should have made me cry but doesn't. I'm confused about my own emotional reactions here.
Nicht öffnen! Stopp! Nicht öffnen! Sie haben keine Ahnung, um was es hier wirklich geht.
What if he does, though?
Es geht um die Zukunft, die Vergangenheit und wie alles zusammenhängt.
What if he's known this whole time?
Machen. Nein, das ist falsch!
Das bist du.
Ja.
Das ist alles deine Schuld.
Ja, aber ich bin hier, um euch zu retten. Vor der Apokalypse.
Was ist mit Martha?
Yeah, he already knows. Of course. Again, that's why he got so emotional. Here we go. There it is. Whoa. It's leading her. I love the lighting on his face right now. Amazing. Whoa.
Elisabeth.
Okay. So Jonas saves them with the machine.
Ich verspreche es dir. Ich mach das wieder gut.
Oh. Hi. Then I'm right. Yeah?
Ich bin nicht, wer du denkst, wer ich bin.
Ich verstehe.
Wir haben keine Zeit mehr.
Oh, shit. She's got to be from whatever other world. Yeah, that's a little nifty device.
Aus welcher Zeit bist du?
Die Frage ist nicht aus welcher Zeit,
From
sondern aus welcher Welt.
Sick. All right. Yep, season 3 is about to get way more confusing. Not only do we have to think about the when, but we have to think about the world. Oh my god. God damn. This is do we have a post-credit scene at all at this show? No. Okay. All right. Once again, I'm going to read the episode over on the Dark Wiki. So, okay. So literally the first scene. She uncovers a hidden box containing a Doppler family photo, her old fox hat, and Polaroids of Noah, a woman, and their baby Charlotte. Close inspection reveals the woman to be Elizabeth herself, albeit younger, cleaner, and with longer hair. See, I didn't... My eyeballs and my brain did not put that together. That is so, like... I don't care about Jonas and Martha anymore, being an aunt and nephew, when we have this fucking thing happening, okay? Okay, I don't care anymore. It doesn't bother me. I ship Jonas and Martha still. I probably will forever. That's fine. They can be their perfect match. No problem. Because we've got Noah had sex with older Elizabeth. And then they gave birth to Charlotte, who then somehow is put in the past. Yeah. Why am I hunched over? That was weird. Yeah. He could not tell Charlotte who her mother was. Yeah, no kidding. Because how do you tell someone that their child is also their mother? Anyway, the timing with Bartosz giving his mom the photo of her and Claudia to then a few mere hours later have that Claudia, same coat and everything, just walk through the house. Crazy. We are only free when we are all free of all. We are only free when we are free of all emotion, only when one is ready to sacrifice what one holds dearest. He shows him a photo of Elizabeth. He tells Noah that Charlotte is his daughter, and that Charlotte is both Elizabeth's daughter and mother. No human is without guilt, he says. This knot can only be undone By destroying it entirely, we cannot escape our fate. Oh, following his older self's death in 1921. Okay, so that confirms it. So anytime we've been seeing Adam and like in that room, so that is in 1921 for sure. This just confirmed that. I've been confused about that for a while now, but this confirms it. So every time we're having that, it's in 1921, which is also crazy because adult Magnus and presumably Franziska are also in 1921. But we also know that anyway. Jonas denies that he will ever do what Adam says, but Noah says Adam said they will become friends before Jonas betrays him. Noah says he follows Adam and Jonas follows Claudia because they each hope for their own kind of salvation. Noah then hands him a letter from Martha. Jonas reads it anxiously, saying it is impossible. The loop must be closed so that the next cycle can begin as prophesied, so Martha can live. Well, Martha does live, but in a different way. It's interesting that young Noah ended up in the bunker too, but he was definitely told to be. I love that Martha recognized that it was him that visited her at the lake and not the other Jonas. The other Jonas. Adam says what is created will be the beginning of the end, that the dark matter must be created so that he can lead it to a new purpose in the future and bring about the end of the world. Adam's definitely talking about like the end of that world. So maybe somehow in the 2050s, like Elizabeth knows about it somehow. Like maybe she knows about this alternate world and that's what she's trying to like get to, maybe? Because Elizabeth's whole thing is definitely like very cult-like and stuff. Anyway, I don't know what to make of this whole otherworld thing. The question isn't what time, but what world, she responds, as the shockwave of the arrival of the apocalypse shatters the house. The last thing we see is a light flashing inside the Convald home before it is enveloped in the blast. Okay, so the Jonas and Adam, the middle-aged Jonas and the old Adam that we've been seeing, they have to be that Jonas because the scar, right? So they have to be the future of him. But do they? Sorry, I'm trying to think. What did Adam say earlier? Adam says coolly that some pain is unforgettable and that Jonas will carry it with him for the rest of his life until he's ready to let go of her. He circles June 27th on the wall calendar as Jonas sobs. Adam says Jonas can try to save her or stop him, and he will know what he has to do. So I guess my question is like, if Adam is successful, well, okay, so Adam has to be successful in creating the world because otherwise Martha wouldn't have been able to show up at the end of this episode to save younger him. I guess I'm just confused because like, I mean, obviously we know very little about how this works. Like Martha was clearly told by someone to show up in this exact moment to essentially save younger Jonas, right? And I'm fully convinced that this version of Jonas is the one that becomes the middle Jonas that then becomes Adam. And I feel pretty convinced that they're one and the same man, but it also is confusing because we've seen the two versions of Jonas exist in the same space, right? And the lake scene is such a great example of that. What happens with this other Martha, like that has to send Jonas down this path, but this new world or whatever, like it still has to be connected. I guess, sorry, the other thing that is coming to mind is like, what if somehow like middle Jonas and elder Jonas, Adam, don't have this memory of Martha showing up like this and pulling him into the new world. But then it's confusing because it's like, well, then how did that world get created in the first place? And then how is Martha there in that, right? So, oh my gosh, I'm left with so many questions, but I'm very excited to see what they do in season 3. And I still have the theory, like I'm still holding firm on this, that like the season 3 finale, that this show itself is a loop. The next season only has 8 episodes as well. There's so much, I feel like there's so much to pack in only 8 hours, but I'm very, very excited for what they do. Although I haven't looked at the runtimes of the episodes, so maybe I don't know what kind of episode lengths they're gonna stick with, but yeah. Let me talk about things I'm looking forward to, I think. I'm really looking forward to seeing, because we have to get it, I'm looking forward to seeing the whole Doppler family tree here, knowing now that Noah was with Elizabeth and Charlotte is his daughter, but also the mother of the person that he got with. Like, that is definitely the most fucky of the interconnectedness in this show so far, is that. But I'm really invested in that, though. Like, I really just want to know how that came about and why and la la la. My guess, maybe... Oh, God. I just made a realization. We know that Noah was the one responsible for the missing boys. Yazin was one of them. That's kind of shitty. Because that decision to have it be Yazin could have been very intentional on Noah's part, because Elizabeth was so into him at that age, right? Kind of like a way of like fucking up with her past, kind of, or like setting things in stone, sort of, kind of. Anyway, Agnes killed Noah. That I would have never ever predicted in my whole life. So that I find really interesting. Oh, you know what's so crazy is like I'm going down the family tree notes that I have, and like I'm on Alexander right now. And it's like, well, Alexander would have died. Like, Alexander would have straight up died. But what that means, though, then, because Alexander is, I'm gonna just assume dead, because he's been arrested and the whole town got wiped, right? Unless, aside from people that were either in another time or in another world or in the bunker. What we've seen then with Alexander and Clausen is the last of it. So I feel like season 3 is going to go back to the 80s and we're going to see young Alex again. I'm really interested who Clausen is, though. And I keep saying that because I fully believe that Clausen is someone else. I don't know. The other thing we got to keep in mind, too, is that Bartaj is now going to be someone... I feel like, I don't know that we've seen... Like, maybe Clausen and Bartaj are one of them. Well, no, that doesn't really make sense either. And we still don't know anything really about Voller, Torben Voller, Eye Patch Man. Everything is interconnected. Season 3 is going to be crazy. I also really want to know where Katharina ended up. Did she die? No, there's no way. She traveled somewhere, I'm sure of it. Because the lights are flickering and stuff, so I think that she successfully went somewhere. Imagine if if you're in the tunnel, your only options are... Oh shoot, which direction was which? Yeah, your options are the 80s or the 50s. So if she ends up going the 50s, then she'll end up running into Hannah, which will be crazy. Speaking of Hannah being in the past, oh, that kind of means that Hannah could end up giving birth to someone that we know and have known. We don't know who Jana's parents are, Ulrich's mother. We know Ulrich's dad's side of the family, because Agnes is Tronta's mom, but we don't know Jana's parents. That would require, sorry, if I'm just thinking about this, but that would require Hannah to be in a different time as well. Anyway, sorry, I'm like really, truly now at this show, I feel like anything is possible, like anything. So like these family trees could be like in the Nielsen family tree, we could have Tiedemans, and in the Tiedemann family tree, we could have Dopplers, and in the Doppler family tree. Well, actually, in the Doppler family tree, we do have Nielsens, because Noah is Agnes's brother, and Agnes is a Nielsen, which makes Charlotte and Elizabeth Nielsens now, technically speaking, Franziska, right? Charlotte, Franziska, and Elizabeth would all technically be Nielsens, which means that Franziska and Magnus are related. Oh gosh, this show. I think I've talked long enough, and I could probably sit here for like 45 fucking minutes and just like keep doing whatever. I think I'll just leave it here. As for binge watching, I feel like I will be doing that. Not all of season 3 in one day or anything like that. What was kind of happening earlier, where I was like watching episodes and like rewatching them in between, I don't think I'll be doing that for season 3. So just as a heads up, like I'm not gonna have that. The only thing I'll probably be doing, not even probably, like I will be, is like after every episode, I'm gonna come to the wiki, just read it over, because I've explained this before, but sometimes things just make a lot more sense if I read it instead of watch and listen, especially in a foreign series like this, where, you know, I'm trying to make commentary for you guys and reactions where sometimes I am speaking over the German dialogue, and like I'm still looking at the subtitles, but you know, doing this just helps clarify a lot of things for me. Like in this finale, even like from that opening scene. Like we as the audience were supposed to realize that that was Elizabeth in the photograph, an older version of her, or well, a younger version of the version of her that's looking at the photograph. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing. I also am probably going to check the Dark Companion site a little bit more. There's a huge part of me. So like the Dark Companion site has like who's and what's and when's, and like I have not gone through every single one and read everything. I really want to do that. I'm gonna probably do that before season 3 before I start watching it. We'll see, because I'm honestly really tempted to watch the season 3 premiere right now, which I might do. So yeah, I still love the show. I'm so excited for this final season. I cannot wait to see where they take this and how they I can't wait to see what they do. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm very excited for your comments. Thank you so much for joining me. We'll see you next week for the season 3 premiere. But until then, have a great rest of your day and take care.